What's going on, everybody? You can hear me, right? We're good to go. Everyone can hear me good? Yeah. Okay, welcome tonight, everyone. I'm going to go over this little training that I made. Where is it at? One moment. Sharing my screen. Y'all can see my screen, right? Okay. Let me know that you see my screen. Okay, here we go. We got a few more people. Come on, people rolling in now. They are rolling in now. Rolling. Okay, guys, let me just move this one more time. Please mute yourself, iPhone. We don't know your name, but we know you have an iPhone. Okay, y'all, tonight I'm going to go over how to easily offer loans. I'm going to go over 3 different ways that you can easily offer loans. I'm doing easy in quotation marks because I feel like it's one of those words that coaches and gurus use to get you to buy, right? And let's be honest, nothing is easy at the beginning, correct? We all have to work towards the easy. And some options for this particular training, some options are a lot easier to deal with. They come with less steps and less time. So all of that is very importante. Okay, so in this training, I'm going to go over 3 levels and 3 different ways that you can offer loans based on your time investment, based on a financial investment, and based on really if you want to go all the way balls deep in it, or if you're like, I kind of just want to get my feet wet. So this is what we're going to do, how to easily offer loans. I have simplified everything. So what is going to be covered? The first step we're going to cover is being an affiliate or referral partner. The next one is being a micro lender. And the third is being a loan brokerage like my company. And then we're going to do a mini training about funding options and a few other things. So there is going to be a training. So take some notes. So why me? Why me? Listen, y'all, I have been a funding expert. I can't say since the beginning because I didn't start off as an expert. I had the incredible pleasure for 2 years to be mentored by a gentleman that had been in the industry 12 years. And because of this mentor, I was given access weekly to trainings given by underwriters and lenders. So if you were to go online right now and type in business loans, you're going to see Blue Vine, you're going to see On Deck. Please mute your stuff, guys. But you're going to see all these lenders, right? I have been directly trained by these people, okay, by their teams. I know everyone knows NAV. The leading line of credit lender for NAV is Headway Capital. I literally got trained by Headway Capital as I was getting the tattoo on my grandma's back. So I have direct relations with these people, and I have training that is not available anywhere online except for in my own training. So if you were to go on YouTube and to type in how to be a business loan officer or how to be a broker, so much of it's BS. Most people are just teaching you how to be a broker of a broker of a broker of a broker, and that's not going to work. The more middlemen you add, the less likely it is it's going to close. It's going to get more muddy. Customers are going to fall through the cracks. There's going to be poor customer service. It's unnecessary, and you're making very little money when you don't have to. So since February of 2018, I have been doing financing. I have helped over 17,000 clients, and we're nearly at 1 billion in approvals. We will hit 1 billion in 2023. I'm so proud of that. So why listen to me? Because I'm the shit motherfucker. I'm just going to say it like that. Sorry. Hope children aren't listening. Okay, please mute. I know somebody's not muted. Come on now. Okay, so if you're interested in being an affiliate or referral partner, these are the things you need to know. Number 1, being an affiliate and a referral partner takes very little time. Okay, really, you're a glorified lead generator. So being an affiliate or referral partner costs you no money. And if you sign up for somebody like our referral partnership or others, they virtually do all the work, and you get paid. With us, you get paid 20% of the fees that we collect. Now, there are other brokerages that pay different percentages. I've heard 3 points, which is 3% of the loan. I see some people doing 5 and 8 points. We give you 20% of the fee that the company collects, and every program can bring a different commission. So there's really not like one particular set, like, oh, if you get a 100K loan, you're going to make this much. Well, it depends on the program. And we're going to talk about the different programs towards the end of this call. So what do you need in order to become an affiliate or a referral partner? What do you need? Well, for this particular option, all you need to do is sign up with a brokerage or a lending program that allows you to easily submit leads and have each stage tracked. You can always tell between an amateur brokerage or a new brokerage and an established brokerage, or at least a brokerage where people have invested money. I've invested over $60,000 into my system. You know, I'm an LLC. We have everything signed up and legit. I am only partnered with certain lenders that meet my specific criteria. I fire lenders. This is my company. I have all control, the processes, and everything that we do for clients. I created myself. I found out what works. I found out what doesn't work. I found the gaps in information and resources and empowerment for customers. And I created a system that brings all that to the forefront. Other systems do not. And guess what? I have tried many of them. You hear me talk about David Allen Capital. David Allen Capital is another brokerage. I don't speak very highly of them. It is not because I'm jealous or I'm worried about their competition, because honestly, they're crap. The reason why they're crap is because their internal reps, the people that actually work directly for David Allen Capital, and many of their external reps, the people that sign up to be a referral partner, are mistaught or are misleading customers. And you know, if you follow me for long enough, I can't stand that. So there are brokerages out there that you can sign up for, but they're not necessarily the best. I believe that my brokerage is the best, well, because I created it. Now, there are other brokerages that I have no problem referring to you guys out. If you're like, Ashley, you're cool, but like, I'd rather do my own thing. Totally respect that. And I have no problem with that. And I can connect you with the right ones if that's what you're looking for. So whether you want to partner with the Lone Wolf or not, I will make sure that you partner with a brokerage that really has your client's best interests at heart. If you partner with us, the Lone Wolf, it costs you $0 to operate. I recently put out a loan brokerage training, and I started researching what other loan broker trainings and other companies provide. And I realized that what I offer y'all in the Lone Wolf, other people are charging like $500 to $1,000 for, and all these other fees. So I was kind of blown away that these people are charging so much. Next, you could become a micro lender. If you want to be a micro lender, and a lot of people are a referral partner and a micro lender, the reason being is the Lone Wolf doesn't process any applications anymore under $25,000. So if you want to be a micro lender and a referral partner, it's a really great 1-2 punch. So when you get clients, anyone that's over 25K, you would send to us, but anyone under 25K, you would help them directly. So being a micro lender, it is more hands-on. You're going to have to do a little bit more because you're the ones physically getting them the loans. There will be a small upfront cost or monthly cost, and you can expect to be paid 3 to 15% per deal directly. You're not going through any middlemen. You are paid directly by the client that you help. So what do you need in order to become a micro lender? Well, first you need training to understand the process. You need to know how to pre-qualify clients. You need to know what lenders to use. Depending on the client's file, you'll need to understand how to process files, and you'll also have to learn how to sell the offers to be an effective micro lender. Again, this first option, the affiliate, we do all the work. So you don't really have to pre-qualify. You don't have to sell. You don't have to know how to process. We will do all that work. As a micro lender, you're going to have to take on some of that responsibility. In addition, you'll need at least a landing page or some type of intake form on your website. You'll need application software and a fee agreement. As a loan brokerage, let's say you're like, Ashley, I don't like being the middleman. I don't want to be under you. I want to have my own stuff. I love that. I want you to have your own stuff too. So if you're a person that has the time and has the money and has the desire to completely run your own loan brokerage, this is what you need to understand. Time, you'll need to invest in it at the front. You need to get certain things done. The cost is going to be around 4 or 5 figures to start. Okay. And you will get paid directly from the lenders. So again, being paid directly from MCA lenders, line of credit lenders, term loan lenders, equipment lenders. You're no longer a middleman, right? You're not utilizing our brokerage. You're going directly to the lenders, but it's going to take time and money. But you can expect on average to make about 8% of the amount funded. So imagine on a 100K loan, instead of getting paid $2,000 from us, you're going to get $8,000 from the lender. So you will see a pretty large difference in how much you can get paid. Now, what do you need to start and run a successful loan brokerage? Well, you need in-depth training. And again, that in-depth training needs to teach you how to pre-qualify, what lenders to use, how to process, and how to sell. When you are selling larger loans, 50K, 100, 250K, 500K, there are extra steps and extra needs that you must take in order to successfully offer and sell these loans. You'll also need a website. You'll need funnels. You will need triggers and email marketing, graphics, maybe a VA, a marketing budget if you want to run ads. So obviously, if you want to create an entire business and run a brokerage like myself, you can. It just takes time and more money. So I'm going to break it down even more. Being an affiliate or a referral partner, this is what it looks like. It's $0 to join the Lone Wolf Pack. Like I said, I have literally seen people charging anywhere between $500 and $3,500 to join their program and have them do all the work. It's the same program as what we do. So it blows my mind. There's no monthly membership fees. You get a portal with logins. You get updates automatically through the portal. Right now, we're changing everything to the Lone Wolf website. Our system is going to be even more simplified, even more streamlined. The trainings for our partners are going to be simpler. The back office is going to be simpler. We're bringing everything back to just the good stuff. I'm so excited about this, y'all. You get access to funnels and landing pages that are connected to your account, so you don't have to worry about, well, what if someone doesn't give me credit or not, right? So, and I see a chat. I will look at the chat and I will guys, type in any questions you may have into the chat and we'll revisit it when I'm done the presentation, okay? Y'all are awesome. Now, as a micro lender, if you want to become a micro lender, you first have to understand you need some type of training. The Lone Wolf is offering a micro lender training for 2023. Comes with a $29 a month cost. You can cancel at any time. So here's the deal. If you take 2-3 months to learn everything and you want to cancel, Ashley, I don't need you anymore. Friggin' right. That's awesome. Look at how much money you saved. Great. But we'll also be adding new things every month to the training, whether it's new lenders, new opportunities, new and better effective ways to get the job done. So we will be nourishing and making sure that more and more training and more support goes into that. But it's only $29 a month. Next, if you want, you're not required to, but I do suggest getting a particular software so you can offer trade lines and other solutions for your clients. Guys, please mute, please, please, please mute. Love y'all. All right. So that is a tool that can be very beneficial. And if you haven't heard me talk about it before, being able to create primary trade lines is a game changer, especially if you're in the credit repair business. Next, you will need an application and a fee agreement. We give you those templates for free in the training. You'll need an application software. So you'll need to either have HelloSign or DocuSign or Adobe. Some of you may already have that, so that's perfect. That you won't have to pay extra for that, right? But you can expect to pay $35 to $65 a month. I used to be with DocuSign. I liked the DocuSign system because it gave me so much information. But because I do such heavy volume, DocuSign wanted me to sign up for a commercial account and pay like 12 grand a month. And that was just ridiculous. I switched over to HelloSign. It's a little bit cheaper, but the thing that I don't like about HelloSign is it only gives the email. It doesn't give the name. So it actually makes it a lot harder for me to find applications or for my VA or my other reps to do so. You'll need a funnel or a landing page software if you don't already. This can be anywhere between 35 and 150. Actually, it can go up to 200 if you do ClickFunnels. There's many different options. If you're looking for something cheap as well, you could actually use the free version of MailChimp. and set up a landing page that way. I use Calendly. You can do the free or the upgraded. Also Zoom. I've had the upgraded Zoom for years. If you talk for under 45 minutes, these are things that help. Like you want to use a Calendly for people to book appointments or consultations with you, and Zoom to do calls like this, to do webinars. Now, if you want to be a loan brokerage, right? You want to make 10, 15, 25, 50, 75K a month. You have the time. You're looking to add a new stream of income. You have money to invest. I would suggest getting my loan brokerage training. It's on sale right now for $1,111. You get one-on-one consulting. You also, it included is the do-it-yourself funding roadmap. This brokerage training will be on January 1st, $3,333. And it will never be this low and this cheap again. So if you are looking to be a loan brokerage, again, I've been researching other people's loan brokerage training, and I am shocked at how terrible it is. And I do have a small presentation to go over what is in the loan brokerage training. It's amazing. You will need the application software. Again, you'll need funnel or landing page. You're going to need a CRM. Maybe not at the beginning, but as you grow, you're going to want this CRM. You're going to need the triggers. You're going to want this automation. We utilize ClickUp and again, Calendly and Zoom. There's a lot of other things as well. I do Canva. I made this on Canva. I love Canva. If you guys have been watching my new YouTube videos, I make all those on Canva. Free or upgraded is fine. Now I want to talk about loans and funding for a second, but I also want to check the chat. I'm having a hard time opening the chat though, y'all. I don't know why. Let me pause the share. No, let me resume the share. Does any of y'all know how to get to the dang chat? Anyway, I'll go to the chat at the very end when I stop the share, guys. Sorry about that. If you have questions, like I said, enter it. But let's talk about loans and funding, because I talked about what you could be, an affiliate or a micro lender or a loan brokerage, but you're like, Ashley, I don't know anything about loans and funding. Can you tell me about this? Well, this is that section, okay? So there are many different types of loans that you can offer. Now, maybe you don't realize that there are many different programs. There are loan programs. So these are the following programs that you can offer, especially as a loan brokerage. There are startup loans. There are 0% credit lines. There are term loans, MCA or revenue based. There's fintech. There's lines of credit. There's SBA 7A. There's equipment financing, invoice factoring, acquisition loans, debt consolidation loans, business credit cards, and merchant services is regarding payment processing. Now, there's a ton of other loans as well, but these are the primary loans and the most popular loans that loan brokerages and lenders offer. Okay. So I want to talk about the truth about banks and credit unions. There is a reason why I have a loan brokerage. There's a reason why people want to sell money, because so many other places are falling short. So many other places aren't helping these small businesses. So let's talk about the truth about banks and credit unions. Number one, they have limited products. These banks and credit unions don't have to compete with anybody else. So when you walk into a bank, you only have a few options. They cannot in any way consult you. Between the Fair Trade Act and a few other things, they cannot consult you. They are paper pushers. They are hourly employees. If you come in looking for a loan, they are only to take your application and process it. They don't have to help you. They don't have to give you advice. If you tell them I have really crappy credit and no income, they still have to process it. And they will do a hard pull on all loans. They also require strong credit. I don't care who is telling you the misinformation. You have to have strong personal credit to get any type of loan. A loan, not an advance, a line of credit, an SBA, you need to have really good credit, y'all. And really banks and a lot of credit unions want 700 plus. So the thing is you're walking into your bank and you look at that. 82% of all applications are declined. 82%. That's not a made up number. It's actually probably worse because this is from a few years ago. So one of the reasons why entrepreneurs, startups, and small businesses need us, they need us to be available, because they don't realize they have options. Because if they walk into their bank, 82 out of 100 people get declined. 82 people for every 100 people that apply at a bank are told no. 820 people out of 1,000. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. 18 people get approvals? 18? There needs to be better options, and you can provide that. Now let's talk about the truth about the SBA. Again, I told you why to listen to me. I have been doing loans since before the PPP and the EIDL. When the PPP and the EIDL came out, so did every pretend funding expert pretty much that's around today claiming they're a funding expert, but they don't have a damn funding website, okay? That changed. Business owners and startups that had never even heard of the SBA was now getting funding. They were getting funding at 1% and 3.95%. These products are only available in a disaster. They're not regular products. So people got to hear about the SBA for the first time, but they were given so much strange information or information regarding this product that they thought it came with this one. So technically, when someone talks about an SBA 7A program, there's 6 products within that program. They do microloans, they do equipment financing, they offer lines of credit, but their flagship product is their SBA 7A up to $350,000. They also have an SBA 504, which is for commercial real estate. Okay. When you go to an SBA approved bank, by the way, the SBA has a website. It's a government agency, but that website, do you notice that you can't just apply? There's no application button. It's because the SBA utilizes certain banking institutions. Cross River is the largest SBA provider, okay? So they are going to review 26 documents. 26 documents are reviewed to get an approval. Now, what's even more bizarre, and this is why customers and clients and fake gurus are giving out misinformation, you don't provide 26 documents. Most of the documents that the SBA gets, you sign a form. You're signing a waiver form. You're signing a release form. You sign your taxes off. That's why you don't have to provide them. So you're giving the SBA release forms to get your information. So you think that you didn't, I hardly provided any documents. You did though. Okay, so that's the difference between amateurs and funding experts. Y'all, please keep it muted. So they will also hard pull. You will get a hard pull. They require strong credit. I cannot stand when I see people say, guys, who needs to be, I have a bit of ADHD or something. So when that happens, I'll be all thrown off. So it's Duran. I'm calling people out. Come on, y'all. Help a girl out. I'm getting hot too. So the truth about the SBA is they require strong credit, 680. They also have a different credit scoring system that you see about it. But here's the deal. The SBA is not lending to anyone with a 580 credit score. I see it over and over again. SBA loans starting at a 580. No, 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 no. They have to accept your application though, and they have to process your application, but they will not approve you. Again, nearly 82%, and I actually think it's up to 87 now, in the 80s, but it's 80 something percent are declined. The SBA 7A program is one of the hardest programs to qualify for. And the other thing about the SBA is they require collateral. So if you are getting funding over $25,000, you must have real estate or liquid cash in the bank to cover it. So if you're getting approved for a $350,000 loan, you must have equity in real estate or liquid cash to cover that. It's a very hard program and it can take forever. The rates tend to be 6 to 8%, but there are many other programs where you can get that rate or lower with a lot less documents and a lot less time. Now, the truth about online lenders, I really need y'all to pay attention because this is crazy. If you go to Google right now and you type in business loans, and I want you to try this at some point, whether you do it right now, after the call, tomorrow, when you're taking a poo-poo, I don't care. But I want you to type in business loans into Google. Guess what's going to pop up? All these lenders, Bluevine, OnDeck, Libertas, Capitus, Can, Pearl. I can name a bunch. I can name them all, in fact. in advance. All these, they're going to pop up. But guess what? Every single one of these lenders focus on MCAs, merchant cash advances. Every single one of them offers that as the first and primary product. Yes, they have on their website, oh, we do lines of credit. Oh, we do term loans. Oh, we do equipment. Oh, we do invoice factoring. And brokerage say we do everything. I say we have all these programs. But the truth in the matter is when you go to their website and you apply, you are applying for an MCA. You are applying for an MCA, and depending on the lender that you apply for, they will only offer you an MCA. Do you want to know why? Because they make a ton of money off from MCAs. So even though they offer all these other products, they're going to get you an MCA. Another example, I don't know how many people have heard of 7 Figures Funding. I know Leo personally. I'm one of the experts in his group. I used him for a year. I'm going to be real honest, guys. I sent him 109 applications and 2 of them got funded. 7 Figures Funding offers credit card stacking. Yes, they offer other programs, but when you apply to 7 Figures Funding, they are applying you to 0% credit cards. So what you have to understand, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this to understand that you have clients and you yourself are going onto Google, typing in business loans, you're trying to get a business loan, and you're actually being offered an advance every single time. A merchant cash advance is not a loan, but the amateurs are calling them a loan. David Allen Capital is an MCA provider. When you apply to David Allen Capital, they give you merchant cash advance offers. Do they offer other things? Yes, but they don't want to give it to you because they won't make as much money. And that's the difference between my brokerage and every other brokerage and every other lender. Because when somebody comes into our system, we evaluate the situation and then we tell them what they qualify for. And if they only qualify for an MCA, we discuss that with them. And actually, Durana can vouch for me because she just sent me a client and I had a very long conversation with that client because the only thing she qualified for was an MCA. So that's one of the main differences. That's also why you hear clients saying, and you know, everyone wants to shop around. They want to get the lowest rate. And I respect that. I totally get that. I want the lowest rate too. But here's the deal. So your client or whomever, these people, they don't know what they don't know. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. So these people are going online. They're applying to multiple places. Maybe they apply 5, 6 places. Well, guess what? They applied to the same program over and over and over again. They didn't apply to anything different. So I want you to imagine, again, your personal credit score is the #1 factor in every single thing. All MCA lenders do a soft pull. MCAs are also a personal guarantee. There are so many amateurs and fake gurus saying MCAs are a non-PG. That is a lie. I have seen over and over again. I have seen MCA companies go after individuals. I am working with 2 people right now with 6 individuals in default, and they are being taken to court. So stop listening to this crap. And this is also how you can stand out in a crowd and be better for your clients and offer transparency and real shit, because these other people are following a TikTok person that doesn't know anything either. Okay. So when they go, I want you to imagine that they have a 550 score and they're making $5,000 a month. Well, guess what? That's a bottom of the barrel MCA. Bottom of the barrel meaning there's a few lenders that will touch it, but it's unlikely. Now, I want you to imagine maybe they have bad business credit or a default or some issue. So they keep going to all these lenders, but it's the same product. So they keep going to all these different lenders thinking they're going to get different options, and they keep getting a decline over and over again. Guess what? Not one of these lenders are going to tell them why they're declined. Not one lender is going to give them feedback on what's the challenges or the problem or the reason for them getting declined. If you go to another brokerage like a David Allen Capital and you are an affiliate, first of all, you don't get to talk to David like you get to talk to me. You don't get updates, and your clients, again, will not be told what needs to be fixed. Can you believe that? None of these companies are telling clients what they need to do to eventually get an approval. But guess who does? The lone wolf. So that's why there's such a huge difference between my company and others. That's why so many people trust us. And that's why I felt so obligated to create a loan brokerage training and a micro lender training, because I'm seeing all these people, whether they realize it or not, lying to clients, misguiding clients, giving clients misinformation that can hurt them. People are giving them methods and hacks that either don't work or put them in a worse situation. You've seen it over and over again. And so that's why I do these trainings. This is why I give these opportunities, because I want you all to be the difference maker. I want you each to be telling clients the right stuff so they can qualify and they can get where they want to be. So the reason why all these lenders offer MCAs, other than the fact that they make a shit ton of money off from it, it's because it's the least strict requirements in the industry. There's a lender that will approve clients with a 425 credit score. 425. You won't even believe the rates on that. And by the way, if you want to know how much an MCA costs, y'all need to check out my new YouTube videos, because I did a how much series, and it's insane. Now, the truth about fintech options, fintech, we're hearing all about fintech. Fintech is dope, y'all. Fintech is changing the industry. They will still do soft pulls. All these people saying fintech, they don't check your credit, no credit check. They do a soft pull. Just because someone does a soft pull doesn't mean there's no credit check. We need to stop saying the wrong things, okay? So they will do a soft pull. But the fintech options are based more on the banking activities. So the banking activities are actual deposits that are considered revenue or income, okay? It is great for people with bad credit, and they are better for people than MCAs because MCAs are so costly. So I want to see what questions y'all have. I'm going to stop this share right here. I'm going to check out the thing. Good evening. Glad I made it. Excited. It's primary or authorized. Oh, Jazz, they are primary trade lines. It's not that authorized crap. And by the way, I like that you even mentioned that. Business loans and startup loans are totally different than car loans and mortgages. Car loans and mortgages are underwritten with the item that you're purchasing as collateral. As collateral. Okay. So startups and business loans are underwritten differently, meaning if you have authorized users on your account or you're piggybacking on certain trade lines, they don't actually help you get approved. In fact, if you are putting them through the 0% credit line program, which is the second hardest, by the way, people don't realize this. You see all these companies, Lending America, you see Seven Figures, Easy Consulting, you have all these companies acting like 0% credit cards. They're so awesome and they're great for real estate and they're so easy. It is the second hardest program to qualify for. You need a 680 plus credit. You need to be under 45% utilization in every single line that's reporting to your credit reports. You need to have zero late fees in the last 10 months. You have to have complete clean credit, no charge-offs, no collections. You need to have a solid mix of credit. If you have light credit or subprime credit, it won't work. So these 0% credit lines are the second hardest after an SBA loan to qualify for. And yet the majority of people are signed up to these programs and they won't get people approved, and they can't understand why nobody's getting approved. And then they don't even realize that it's personal credit cards. So they're sending clients into this system and they didn't even prep them right. As a referral partner or a lead generator, it's important to understand the basics, and we give that out. Now, I know it's still your obligation to take the training. I know that David Allen Capital has training, at least I think, but it doesn't appear that anyone's taking it. So the thing is you still have a moral obligation to do due diligence and to learn what you are offering, regardless of where you're at. What is the startup fee for micro lending? What we're going to do is I'm going to do a training for micro lend. I'm going to teach you exactly how to start, run, and operate a micro lending platform. It is a $29 a month fee. There is a platform that I do recommend that costs $299. A lot of you on this call have already purchased that. It is not required, and you can do many things without it. But for a micro lender, it's a $29 a month low ticket item. Can you go back to the cost of the referral partner? Referral partner costs $0. $0. You don't need to create applications. You don't need to create landing pages. All that is done for you. Somebody private messaged me about Credit Suite. Credit Suite. Listen, they've they've helped a lot of people. Honestly, it's overpriced and it under delivers. I wouldn't pay for it or utilize it. Do you offer business credit card stacking? Yes, yes, we do. Fintech loans, do folks need tax returns? That's a really good question. So with fintech, so here's this is a good little tip. Write this down right here. Um, for the most part, when you are looking for funding over 50K, that is when tax returns will be required. These fintech companies, what they're doing is they're going off banking activity. So they're going to do a bank verification, likely through Plaid, and it's going to take a snapshot of what's coming in and out of your account, and that's how they underwrite what they believe you can afford. I hope that clearly answered your question. If it doesn't, hit me back up. Which product do you focus on primarily? Credit Suite charges 4K for something that doesn't cost that much. Like I said, okay, you guys have always known me to be transparent. Credit Suite sucks. Okay, Credit Suite sucks. Most of these friggin' products that these other people are pushing suck. But you're right, it's totally overpriced. The reason why it's overpriced is because they've built in this extra commission. They're offering high ticket commissions, and so they need to cover their ass with that. But what product do I don't quite understand what you mean. Do you mean what loan product I focus on? Because really my focus for every client is to get them into a monthly payment program, whatever that looks like. But most people don't qualify. So when you ask me what my focus is protection, scalability, and affordability. That's the three things that the lone wolf focuses on. I want you to be able to afford it. I want you to be able to scale, and I want you protected. Okay. We're going to protect your credit score. We're going to protect your bank accounts. I have said no more in the last few weeks, people coming to me saying that they need a loan and they only qualify for an advance and it will bury them. I have literally had 3 conversations just today where I was like, I do not believe that this is a good idea and I will not do this for you. Okay. So, but so like I said, I much prefer monthly payments. I'm known for my monthly payments. While so many others are offering daily. Can you give an example of commission again for each option as affiliate, micro lender, and brokerage? Sure. So as an example, if you are an affiliate, you get paid 20%. So let's use a 100K MCA. You will make about $2,000 from that. Okay. As a micro lenders, you're only lending up to $25,000. So if you charge 10%, you would get $2,500 directly to you. Wouldn't go through anybody else. You will get paid directly. You will also be in charge of collecting that fee. And you'll also be in charge of dealing with people that don't always like to pay fees. Full transparency, I've probably had 100K the last 2 years not paid in fees. It's going to happen. People don't like to pay their fees. And that's just a piece part. And the brokerage, like I said, in the brokerage training, again, let me use 100K option. If you are working with an MC 20, okay, Jazz, I'll get back to you in a second. As a brokerage, I want you to imagine that same 100K MCA, you can make anywhere between $8,000 and $25,000. There are loan brokers that actually, there are lenders that allow you to add 25% fee built into the advance that you don't know about. Y'all need to check out my new YouTube video. Yeah, I said $2,000 on a $100,000 loan. Yes, that's how much you would be paid as an affiliate. Yeah. You're correct. It's 20% of the fees that we collect. So I think I covered all the questions. Is there any other questions that you all have? Is there something else that you want me to go over? Do you have questions about loans or companies, or maybe you are working with someone right now and you'd like honest feedback? Because I literally know all of them. I know every single person, y'all. I've been in some really important rooms when it comes to finance. And like as an example, one of my mentors is the one that actually got Lendio and Russell Brunson their initial funding to start their companies. So I'm very blessed with the mentors I have. Oh, Jasmine. Okay. Surety bonds. It's called a friggin' scam, y'all. Yeah, surety bonds is a scam, 1,000% a scam. Please watch the live that I did on it. It's a complete scam. Both of those females are known scammers. I have called them out and showed proof over and over again. They have ruined people's lives. There are people with tax liens. There are people with frozen bank accounts. There are people that are being sued. Okay, so that surety bond is a bunch of bullshit. Let me be a little hardcore right now, y'all. Y'all need to do due diligence. Y'all need to look things up. When you hear anyone saying guarantee or promise, run. As a company, if you're offering a guarantee, I guarantee it. Because of the FTC, you must actually have a friggin' guarantee. So if you say I have a guarantee, it needs to be a money back guarantee or some type of commitment that the service will be delivered. Stop listening to these ignorant assholes. You can see that I'm getting upset because I'm so sick of hearing about this. I am seeing people that are throwing $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 at these two women and getting nothing out of it. And they have over and over again scammed people. For months, they have scammed people. We need to stop believing someone saying your credit score won't be looked at. You don't need any tax returns. You don't need any financials. But if you pay a surety bond, and you get an executive summary and a business plan, you'll get $500,000. What? No. And what y'all don't realize is how effed you are with that surety bond now that you've got it. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Stop believing those two idiots. They're idiots, and you can let them know. They're idiots. Do all loans require taxes? No. I'm going to go back because there's a few other questions. So now we wait for the website to be updated. Yes, yes. And I wish that all that could be done quicker. Can we become our own client, as in get commission off? Yeah, you listen, if you guys want to go through me and to get a loan, I will gladly give you 20% of the fee that you paid. What's the process time for a fund? Great question, Pete. Every single program is different. A startup term loan can take as little as 5 days. It can take as long as 2 to 3 weeks. That's going to depend on the client. 0% credit cards take anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks, although sometimes it can take longer. An MCA can take 24 to 48 hours. A line of credit can take 24 to 48 hours. Equipment financing, the initial underwriting can take 3 to 8 days. Equipment financing is one of the only products where the client will be sent a physical copy of the contract and they have to wet sign it. If y'all know anything about wet signs, you know why. Invoice factoring, it will take an initial 5 to 8 days to underwrite, but once you are approved for invoice factoring, you'll have a portal and you can simply sign in and upload your invoices and get funding pretty quick that way. The SBA 7A takes anywhere between 30 and 45 days. It can take longer depending on the bank that you go through. And by the way, these banks, some of them only do 1 or 2 SBA loans a year. They're not very good at them. Definitely use Cross River if that's the case. And fintech can take really the same day. Did I miss anything, y'all? Let me know. I'm pretty sure I covered all of them. So yeah, it really, and also it's going to depend on your client reacts. I've been doing a few videos about this. Who you use for a bookkeeper and a CPA matter. I cannot tell you how many people have lost out on offers because they had to get with their accountant or their CPA and they were on vacation or it's going to take weeks or whatever. So it really depends on their like the documents and the availability of them. Are this only business loans, or we do everything? So listen, a startup loan is primarily a personal term loan. So there's personal term loans, there's personal lines of credit, there's business lines. We do it all. Yeah, Jazz, go take a look at my page. I've been calling them out for a while. Do all loans require taxes? Do you have loans for 650 credit? Do you find it harder to market with? I've never had any issues with tax returns. Listen, if you're a business owner and you don't have access to tax returns or you don't want to give them to me, you're not my client. I have had clients ask me a whole lot of totally illegal things. I've had clients ask me what they needed to amend their tax returns for. I say, have a good day, block. I will not do any type of illegal or gray area activity. If you don't have a tax return, I'm going to ask you why. I'm also going to ask you why you don't want to show me your tax return. Do you have loans for 650 plus credit is usually when you start getting offered monthly payments. Anything below that, you won't get a monthly payment. Even business lines of credit often tend to be weekly. And no, I don't find it hard at all to market with the tax return. Again, you can get an MCA without a tax return, but it has to be under 50K. Can I offer invoice factoring to my clients? Absolutely. Roland, who do you work with? Invoice factoring is only good for B2B, business to business, or business to government. They need to have open new invoices. The invoice factoring company prefers it to be over $25,000. And invoice factoring is actually, invoice factoring is the only product that actually requires business credit, but not you. The customer must have valid, strong business credit in order for the factoring company to approve. So personal credit actually doesn't matter that much in the factoring, and the clients, not the business owner, the clients' business credit determines the worthiness. What are the requirements for invoice factoring? I went over a few things already, but you need to be open at least 3 months. You need to have active new open invoices on a net 30 to a net 90. A net 15 won't work, and a net 120 really doesn't work. You can come off mute for a second, Roland, and ask for a question. Give me one moment. Also, like I said, they have to be B2B or B2G. Obviously, they need to have a business bank account. You will also be asked to send contracts and referrals for invoice factoring. Gross sales or adjusted gross income on tax returns. That is going to depend. First of all, nobody goes off gross sales. That's just not going to happen. It's about what you actually tell the government and tell the banks that you're making. So everything's going to be the adjusted gross income or the net profit. If you or your clients are showing a loss or a low net profit, you take the SBA 7A off the board, you take lines of credit off the board, you take equipment financing off the board, did I ever say lines of credit? You take term loans off the board, you will only get approved for a merchant cash advance or a fintech. Adjusted gross income, it's very important. Your AGI is literally what you are telling the government you lived off from personally. I usually use this example in my trainings because it's the simplest for my brain. I want you to imagine that you utilize legal deductions. You hired your tax person to minimize your tax liability, and they put it all the way down to, let's say, a $12,000 adjusted gross income. I see this all the time. If you say you have a $12,000 adjusted gross income, you have now told banks and the government that you lived off from $1,000 a month. Can you afford a loan? Can you afford a $350 loan or a $500 loan or a $1,000 loan a month? No, because you said you only made $1,000 a month last year. So a lot of people are hurting themselves by overutilizing legal tax deductions and putting them into a rough spot. Roland, go ahead and unmute yourself.
How you doing? It's actually Roland's wife, Destiny.
Well, hello.
How you doing? So, I own a trucking company, and I basically, I have to get factoring done, like when we're doing invoices. So, like, I'll with a company called OTR Capital. But I actually, like, we're interested in getting our own loan brokerage company. And one of the things that I want to offer to the carrier clients in the trucking industry is factoring.
Is what? Say that last part.
Like, I want to be my own factoring company, like be able to like offer that type of service
Okay.
to them, but them to, like, I'm an affiliate with OTR Capital, who is the factoring company, but
Okay.
like I want to be able to do that also.
Okay. So you could accomplish that either as a micro lender or a loan brokerage. You can technically offer it as an affiliate partner, but you would be going through us. And it seems like you really would rather do it directly. So you would do that either as a micro lender or a loan brokerage yourself. Listen, the logistics industry desperately needs better options. For the most part, truckers are being offered MCAs, and that does not work. I nearly guarantee a company going under, a trucking company going under, if they get an MCA. So factoring is really important. getting your trucking clients with stronger credit. Once they get to that 680, they can utilize 0% credit cards. They can qualify for business credit cards, getting them established business credit so they can get fuel cards, not this other vendor crap, but fuel cards, especially the ones that cover maintenance, is so important. So if you want to create a micro lender or a loan brokerage for trucking, I can give you, like I said, you'll get exactly everything you need. And also, if you don't have a connection for insurance, I can connect you with a person directly, and you can offer that as well. Y'all, when I connect you to other people in my network, I want you to know that I don't make commission from it. I am genuinely connecting you to other people in my network. I have an expert for everything. I have a few experts for everything. So if you lack an expert, if you need certain things, you can always come to me too. I'll give you a few options. You go to them directly. You see which one you work with best, which one flows, which one matches your core value, and you run with it. Okay. Roland, Miss Roland Davenport. Is there any other questions you have?
No, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And we'll be reaching out to you about all of that because I'm interested in the micro focus and just starting our own. But I'd rather you tell us what might be best, and we'll go with whatever you suggest.
Yeah. Listen, I am not here to super sell everybody and try to make a bunch of money. I want you to understand that there are levels to things, that there's different cost and different time. If y'all want to get started as a referral partner, I think that that's great, especially if you just don't really know if this is something you want to pursue. Okay. Yeah. So any of these programs, if you want to offer certain programs and you want to offer them directly, you either need to be a micro lender or a loan broker. Again, there is a very big difference in payment. As an affiliate, we are doing all the work. You are just creating a lead and sending it to us. But as a micro lender, you're going to be getting the application, sending out the fee agreement, making sure things match, getting a hold of the client, asking questions, getting all the underwriting needs up front, and then submitting them. You're going to be doing the applications. There's going to be extra time, but with extra time or extra effort comes extra money. So my biggest question to each of you is, how much time do you have to invest weekly? And how much money are you willing to invest into this? That's the question you need to ask. And then we'll figure out what program is best. Honestly, y'all can be a referral partner and a micro lender and get a whole lot accomplished. And then maybe you make a few, I'm not going to say maybe, when you make a few commissions, then you have that extra money. Maybe then that's when you want to decide, Ashley, I don't need you anymore. I want to run my own loan brokerage. And guess what? I'm going to be so happy for you because I am the only, no, because we got Smith dude. Me and that Smith dude are probably the only people that really own our own company that truly teaches others how to really run their own company. There's so much crap out there. I wish Jude had jumped on, but Jude had purchased my loan brokerage training, and he messaged me immediately. He said, Ashley, he goes, like a month ago, I paid $2,500 for a loan brokerage training. He was like, they didn't tell you how, they didn't teach you about the programs. They didn't tell you how to sell. They didn't tell you how to pre-qualify. He's like, and the lender list was literally a bunch of brokers of brokers of brokers. And I'm like, oh shit. My lender list is literally the lenders to apply to directly to offer loans. Like, there's not, oh, I'm going to make some money off from it. And I teach the sales and I teach the pre-qualifying. It's incredible. And so when you are ready to make that step, it's absolutely there. And I teach you the real secret sauce. I don't hold back. And y'all should know that about me by now. I really don't hold back. And by the way, there was one more screen. This is what I'm going to say. I am going to create 2 different posts in the group to be a referral partner and to be a micro lender. And if you're interested in being a loan broker, you can text me for the invoice. There are 8 more spots, I think, at the 1100. I think it's 8 more. It might be less. I'll have to double check, y'all. But does anyone else have any other questions? Because I actually didn't talk that long. It's amazing. A miracle. I'm usually like an hour and a half in. Anybody? You're very welcome. Y'all, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Like I said, I know it's Friday. Please reach out at any time with questions. Again, I am not here to pressure you into spending a bunch of money. 2023 is 29 days away. 29 days away. And I know for me, I've been into the gym this week. I am been recording videos. I've been doing all this extra stuff to prepare myself for 2023. I am fully dedicated to ensuring that each one of you, if you decide to take this journey with me, regardless of on what level, I am here to make you successful, and I am here to make your clients successful. Miss Ashanti knows this, but it is official. I am the exclusive financer for Les Brown. I could cry, to be honest with you, y'all. Oh my gosh. I actually just got misty eyed. Um, I'm totally going to cry. I have been doing this entrepreneurial online thing for like 12 years. And I remember when I was in a damn MLM, okay, in an MLM 12 years ago, and I'm posting Les Brown quotes. And now I've met this man. Ashanti was there. I didn't get to really speak on stage because there were some issues, but I got to be on the panel. I met with Eric, one of Les Brown's partners, this past week. We put it in writing. It's happening. I'm going to be on tour with them in 2023. I'm pushing to make sure I'm on stage at every damn location. Uh, it it's it's life changing, and the fact that I am going to be able to say that the Lone Wolf is partnered with Les Brown, it is a great thing for all of us, because when you're partnered with the Lone Wolf, you're partnered with Les Brown, and Les Brown is just one of many that I plan on being a referral partner for in 2023. And this is definitely life changing. It's just, my armpits are sweaty now. I'm just thinking about how incredible this is. I'm so humbled. But y'all, I've worked so hard at this. I've worked 6 and 7 days for years, 12 and 16 hours. I've always been really transparent. It's not easy at the beginning, but it can become easy. You can simplify things. We do tend to overcomplicate it. So I think someone else, y'all are so sweet. If I join the micro lender option, will we get help to niche down? Absolutely. Please post the links. When you ask for the links, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if y'all are not in the group, it's called CAP. Let me type this in. I cannot change the name until Tuesday, so bear with me, because it's still called CAP Referral Partners. Again, you can also message me directly on Facebook. I can add you to the group if you're not already in the group. But that's how you can be a referral partner. Like I said, we were called CAP Funding. I dissolved that partnership. Some things happened. It was all an incredible blessing. So we're moving everything over to the Lone Wolf brand and platform. It's so cool because I got the tattoo. It's so dope. I'm very excited to do this. Y'all, I have another call for next week regarding trade lines, primary trade lines, 100% approval to all of your clients. If you work with ITIN clients, if you have people in the 2, 3, 4, 500 credit scores, okay, we can get them that. Does the broker program include no, so the 299 platform, that you don't even pay me directly. You go to the company. It has a number of different ways to utilize the platform. And if you utilize it for the trade line connected to a program, you can actually make 5 figures you can actually reach over $10,000 a month by month 5 with the way that I teach you guys. But no, it's not included. It's a totally different fee. But you will be trained on how to utilize it. Anybody else got questions to wrap it up? Y'all, I appreciate so many people asking questions. I appreciate, again, you coming on. It's a Friday night. I know people be on and popping. I know I'm getting on and popping in a little bit. Still at the office, though, with my trippy hat. Y'all good, everybody? I want to know who's on the iPhone. Who's the iPhone person? They're being real quiet and mysterious. They probably don't even realize that they're the iPhone
It's
person.
probably me.
Courtney, you want to show up twice
Is it
for me?
me?
I don't know. I have no idea, but I like Courtney's such a sweetheart. She's a darling. I like her. Someone's asking about the replay. I did record this, right? Yay, I recorded it, y'all. Yeah, I'll put this up in the group. Yeah, but I have other trainings coming up. There's the trade line program next week. And on the 29th, I believe, of the month, I'm going to do a game plan 2023. I'm going to teach you and anybody. It's a totally free training, but I'm going to teach y'all how I prepare and write out my goals, how I prep for 2023. I'll go over my hit list and how I approach that. So you guys are definitely going to want to be on that because it has nothing to do with the brokerage. It has to do with how to kick ass, take names, and to achieve everything you are looking to achieve. What's so funny is I just got this office, and at the beginning of the year, I told myself that at some point I was going to buy a church and I was going to convert it into an office. And what's so funny is these offices are in a church. So I was like, this is step one. How friggin' cool is this? But it was something that I wrote down. Yeah, the trade line, the trade lines are awesome. They're primary trade lines. They report as installation loans. You create them. It's incredible. It's such an amazing product that's going to help a lot of people improve their credit in 2023. Y'all, final call for questions. Anybody? Y'all can also, again, if you don't have my phone number, y'all, I give out my cell phone directly. This isn't a fake line. That's my cell phone. I want you to save that number. I want you to text me, and don't be creepy. Text me your full name, because this whole high thing, I talk to hundreds and thousands of people a week. I get the creepiest text. Hey, what's going on? What are you? Yeah, right. I have stalkers, y'all. I need y'all to help me out. But go ahead, text me, lock me in. You can literally text me at any time. I text back when I am available. You can also slide into the DMs in the Facebook. But I want to let y'all know I get kicked out of my Facebook Messenger more than anyone actually believes. And it's because the amount of volume I get. Okay. So text message is always best. And I always text when I'm available. If I don't text you right back, I am busy. I could be on calls all day. I could be recording all day. I could be watching football all day. You know, the important stuff. Okay, guys, I'm going to let everybody go. Thank you for coming on, and go ahead, follow the Lone Wolf business page, and also follow me on YouTube so you can get all that good information. You can learn a whole lot about lending just from following my YouTube channel. I'm going to post in the group about being a referral partner, about being a micro lender. If you want to be both, comment under both. I'll also do a post for the loan brokerage. Again, no one is pressured to do anything. I want you to do what you believe is right for you. If you are unsure what's right for you, I will have an open conversation with you, and I will authentically tell you what I believe you should do. It is not based on me making money, but it is based on your authentic, genuine needs and success. Love y'all. Have a great night.